Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RVM. Today's real estate landscape isn't just changing, it's evolving into a battlefield where investors are swooping up homes and shaking up values from the foundations up. You need a game changer. You need an appraiser at your side. Yes, you heard me right. Investors, both large corporate players like AMH and private equity backed firms, and cash rich individuals are grabbing properties in bulk. From flippers to Wall Street backed rental giants, they're impacting inventory, home buying opportunities, and for us appraisers, even comparable sales data that is impacting home values in ways we've never seen before. In some markets, they're pushing prices up, locking out first-time buyers, but are they really moving the needle nationwide? The fact is, most of the US still sees individual home buyers dominating. Institutions own just a tiny fraction of the market, except in some hotspots. So it all comes down to where you're at. And as the old real estate mantra goes, location, location, location. Okay, let's talk numbers. As of mid-2025, home prices are at all-time peaks. The median price for existing homes is about $435,000 in June. Even as sales slow down due to high rates, remember, this is nationwide averages, but we also see inventory rising even as homes are staying on the market longer, and that's giving buyers more power. Again, it just depends where you are in the US, because nationally, home values are climbing overall, not by leaps and bounds, but smaller rising trends in some markets around 1.5% to 4% so far this year. With mortgage rates hovering in the mid 6% range, I don't think we'll see those wild upward swings that we saw in the past few years when rates were around 2 to 4%. Now, this mix of strong values and rising inventory makes one thing clear: appraisers are more critical than ever. Look, take it from me. I've been appraising homes for over 22 years. In this environment, appraisers aren't a luxury. They're a necessity. And what type of appraisal you get can make a big difference. Take the recent example of a buyer in Charlotte, North Carolina, who agreed to pay $750,000 for a home. When the lender's appraisers came back at $698,000, what can only be described as a drive-by appraisal, that means he never went inside the house, he just couldn't move forward until a local appraiser took a deeper dive, walked through the property, looked at all three approaches to value, and was able to justify a value at $785,000. That's an $87,000 difference. Without that more extensive appraisal involving actual boots on the ground, on-site observation, and collaboration with local professionals, that deal could have fallen through. But what if the homeowner was proactive and gotten a pre-listing appraisal and or a market analysis? This could have been all avoided. That's why you want strategic appraisal touch points. All right, sellers and listing agents. Know what your home's value really is before you hit the market. Avoid stale pricing or overpricing. Get a full appraisal, or what is known as an interior-exterior appraisal, especially if you made any additions, updates, or concerns about a possible external impact to your home value, like a new commercial mall that was recently put up down the street. Buyers and buyers agents. Now I'm going to talk to you guys. When you finally found that dream home or your top 3 picks for your client, get a pre-purchase appraisal. After all, for you home buyers out there, you're about to make the most expensive investment in your life, hundreds of thousands of dollars over the next 30 years. So what's a few $100 on an appraisal or two? Now, this one is tricky because unlike the seller of a home who can provide access inside the home, the buyer can't. But remember, most MLS have the pictures and property information of homes, so you can always order desktop appraisals. And if you want to take extra measures, then order a drive-by appraisal when the appraiser can go to take a look at the home from the street and survey the neighborhood. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you renovators and flippers out there. Invest smart, okay? Before you remodel that home and get that imported Italian marble tiles and imported Brazilian cherry wood cabinets, that all sounds great, but make sure that's going to give you the best return on your investment. If the top upgrades in your neighborhood are quartz countertops and ceramic tiles, then why spend so much money when you never get that back? Sure, your home is your castle, but don't forget, you may have to sell that castle one day. So an after renovation valuation will be the best kind of appraisal in this situation. In a market driven by investment strategies, still high rates, and escalating values, your best ally is a skilled local appraiser who understands every layer, the market, the math, the margins, and the impacts. So whether you're buying, selling, renovating, representing your clients, or you agents out there, don't guess, appraise, and protect your investment. Now, if you found this helpful, hit the like and subscribe button, drop your questions in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.